Hello everyone, this is Keisha Bowie coming to you with another episode of Closet Talk by Keisha Bowie. This episode title is going to be Senior Year. Yay! Okay, so before I get started, what I would like to do is make a few quick announcements. Okay, Closet Talk by Keisha Bowie is still sponsoring Adopt a Senior. What is Adopt a Senior? Adopt a Senior is like a kid, it could be a boy or a girl, that has graduated from high school this, past May, June, however they did the graduations. Well, anyhow, these kids are going to be going to college, this coming school year in August or in January, however they're going to do. But this person that I picked is a young man, because I know a lot of people often pick the young ladies. So to be fair, since I have boys, I went ahead and went with a young man. And when you give like whatever he needs, like anything for the dorm, anything to start him off, more or less to give his mom a break and to help her out. So if you can, please cash at me at Keisha C. Bowie, and I'll put it in the little tag, or my Zelle is Lakeisha Cotoriel under my legal, soon-to-be ex-married name. Also, too, my son is having a football fundraiser. If you would like the link, you could find it on my page. I'll be throughout the week, adding it and posting it, but he plays for CAR, and they're doing like these, you could use them like percentages off, shall I say, like this little card, discount card. I don't remember the name per se, but I'll have it on my page, and I'll ask, can you support if you can? Also, too, I wanted to come to you to tell you right quick, there are people that's just now finding out about my page. So Closet Talk is, I'm literally like here, standing in the closet, and I'm talking at a place like, we often have like a safe space. My real safe space when I was really going through was the bathroom area. So, but of course I wouldn't do it in the bathroom. So instead, I have it in the closet. You're talking about the most private, intimate things that when we're going through, we often don't see or think that other people are going through the same things that we're going through. But this is to more or less make it comfortable for you, and eventually we will work our way out of the closet. There's a number of other things that I'm going to say too. I am not a counselor. I am not a doctor, a lawyer, any of those things, social worker, anything. Now, yes, I've gone to see these people, psychiatrists and everything, dealing with, my past life and everything. But I advise you, I talk about these things so you could get comfortable to seek professional help too, to step outside of your shadow. Also, too, we talk about things. I'm transparent. In order to help people, you have to be willing to put yourself out there, because it's true. When you go through things, those things may not be necessarily just for you. It may be to help somebody else that's in a rough spot too. So, y'all just keep that in consideration. Also, too, I have told you like countless of times, for the people that's been here, if you catch me, cuss here or there. Yes, I am a cusser. I've never tried to hide those type of things. So I am one of those people that I'm not a perfect Christian at all. I'm working every day, working hard on myself and everything. So, I mean, hey, you will not Kirk Franklin me. I'm sorry. I won't apologize. I'll take it up with God, because he knows who I am, and he know who he was when he called me to, speak to others and give my testimonies. So also too, we have good news that, I've been seeing people getting houses and stuff. They've been getting new jobs and everything. So never envy someone who has these things going on for them, because you never know what these people had to go through. You don't know the amount of praying, just like y'all would never know the amount of praying that I do. So again, I want to say, when you see people with good things going on, that's blessings in the neighborhood, and you should never, ever, ever envy somebody. So I just wanted to put that out there, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. I told y'all that when I choose topics. I choose topics according to life that I can relate, to, and I've been through, and I have like different areas where I might write down different topics that I think that other people might be going through too. So that's where senior year comes from. And I do have, my children are 15. The youngest one will be 16 in September. I have the 17-year-old and I have a 22-year-old. So I am about to go through senior year. Again, this will be my second time. So again, yay to all the parents that's going through senior year. So let's give them a round of applause. But senior year talks about, how we get to like senior year, that it doesn't just start there, like whether it be a high school senior or a college senior, you're just not placed there. A lot of people don't understand that, for these kids to get to, and young adults to get to where they're going to, it took a foundation, meaning with any building, you cannot just, oh, I'm going to build a building or I'm going to build a house and just think that that's going to be it. No, everything has to have a solid foundation. Now, what I mean by that, when kids go to school, kids need that type of, oh, son, like Timmy or Keisha, you did pretty well in school. We need that push. We need that support in everything. So you start from the foundation of pre-K. No one has to tell you up until the up and up and up. Well, where we're getting at with senior year, it seems like for senior year, that's where everybody seems to want to come out. And let's not just mention, we're going to add this, if a child does extracurricular activities, like my son, he plays football. He's been playing since he's been 5 years old. Before you get to the part, like even with anyone that does like debate or anything, spelling, any type of chess, anything, nowadays they have different categories where a kid can earn a scholarship for, most importantly, academics. So these kids go through these different challenges and stuff, and it's easy to show up at the end, or it's easy to show up when the child is going through these stages, like to get to building, like even with that building, it builds to get to that final where they get the reward, like the trophies, championships, the winning of it, the scholarships and stuff like that. We're going to go to, it takes support. Real talk. I don't care what you have going on with someone. It takes real support. Don't call yourself showing up at the end, when it's time to, the child is signing that scholarship paper or the, whatever. It's good and it's fun to be there at the end, but what about being there to support that child along the way? Because let me tell you something. It is so easy. The world we live in now, it is so easy. And these kids have way more influence now. Like, I'm going to tell my age, I'm 43 years old. I don't care because I don't look it. So I'm 43 years old. When I was in school, they didn't have the technology that they have to tell them, these kids talk amongst each other. Well, your mama not going to even show up, so why should you even try? Or your daddy is not going to be there, so why should you even try? Man, I got fast money for you that could come faster than you studying or whatever. That's why these kids need this support and everything. And it's easy to show up high school graduation day, senior day, all of these different things. It's so easy to show up at the end, but can you be man or woman enough to be there through the challenges when it's not so good, when you have a kid that's being smart or talking any kind of way, not doing what they're supposed to, or because you have a kid that's feeling rebellious because of how another person might be. So again, like I said, there are men and women who do this. They show up at the end. They show up when you was sitting at the hospital and stuff by yourself, going to the doctors and stuff, I'm going to take it back to when you have a kid that has unexpected surgery or whatever, yes, it's easy to show up in that final year, but can you be there when that kid is going through the storm? I don't care who you hate, because in the end, let's fast forward past the senior year, and people always do this, whether it be man or woman. Again, when it's time to close your eyes, that's when you want to call on that kid that you was not there for. So like I said, again, when we close our eyes, we tend to, or if we think that we're dying, that's when we want to call on that kid that we should have been there. So think inside yourself. You really have to think inside yourself. And a lot of times you cannot go back, like whatever you did not do before, or if you're in a bitter moment, you have to get outside yourself and be there for this kid. It's bigger than senior year. That kid needs you right now. That kid needs you before. If you have kids that you messed up on one before, because there's no perfect parenting book, whatever. People have their different reasons. Some people learn from generational curses and stuff. Some people say, oh, since I had this type of parent, I know that I want to do better. I want my child to be better, have better. Everybody don't catch that memo. Some people end up just like their parents. So if you messed up on your other kids or whatever, like if this offends you, I'm sorry, lace that bitch up and wear it. But somebody needs to tell you this. If you messed up with your other kids, then it's never too late to fix it, like to change yourself, to apologize. Don't wait till senior year to call yourself showing up, because by then you can't get mad at somebody if they don't see you in their light. And children, like I say, 18 as opposed to a 43-year-old or older or in their 30s, they see things differently. Again, when a child is 18 or whatever, you're trying to be a part of their life or whatever, as opposed to somebody that's in their 30s and their 40s grown. A person my age would be like, it is what it is. That person wasn't there. It is what it is. I still turned out to do better than what that person, that parent or parents might have gave me. So I'm just giving y'all some food for thought. And if you want to shoot the messenger, that's fine. I mean, hey, it is what it is. But this is something that I felt that had to be said, because it is July and it's about to be August, and we need to do better. We just really need to do better as a people. This is not directed to no one person. I'm gonna be honest with you, and it is what it is. Again, you're not the only fuck up out there. So sometimes people need a hard word, not the word, oh my goodness, yeah, cheer you on. Some people need a hard word to get it together, and this is that hard word. So if I'm not your person, if I'm not your cup of tea or whatever, unfollow me, do whatever. I'll keep speaking to the people that I can help. But again, all of this is speaking from experience. So, and yes, I will tell you with the same mouth, have a blessed night, day, whatever, weekend, week, month, year, whatever, because guess what? I can acknowledge that God is still working on me. But can you acknowledge that he's still working on you? Have a blessed one, y'all. And I thank y'all for the ones that can take my boldness. Y'all be blessed.